Welcome to the Blue Collar Baddies podcast. This is episode number 42. The Stoic Pearl has recently decided to join forces with the Blue Collar Baddies merch page. So all of these new designs can now be found on our website. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go shopping. Today we're here with Cyan.
Hi.
Tell me what you do.
So I'm a natural gas measurement specialist.
Okay. I don't know what.
Okay, cool. So basically I take care of the equipment that measures how much gas we send down the pipeline.
Gotcha. Nice. And how'd you get started in that?
Funny story. So I actually have a teaching degree. Okay. I taught agriculture for 7th through 12th grade for 1 year, and I hated it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The kids were wonderful.
Right.
Administration and parents are awful.
Mm-hmm.
The kindergarten teacher at the school that I taught at, her husband was the plant manager for the company that I went to work for.
Dang.
And she knew that I wasn't going to renew my contract.
Yeah.
She knew that I hated it. And she's like, hey, they have a measurement job that's fixing to come open. You should look into this.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. And so I got a hold of her husband and he said, you need to research gas chromatography and then apply and come interview with us. And here we are.
Dang.
Almost 12 years later?
Nice. That's cool.
So
just totally random. You hadn't looked into it before that?
Nope.
That's awesome.
Nope. I did a little bit of oil field work in college, and
Okay.
I took care of light towers, pup joints, stuff like that in college as a summer job, but nothing no measurement work before that.
Yeah.
So.
Were there anything else besides teaching that you originally thought you were going to do?
I always wanted to be an ag teacher.
Oh, cool.
So I was really active in 4-H and FFA.
Me too.
Awesome. So I was in the national chorus for FFA twice,
Awesome.
and then I was in the state chorus 3 times.
That's
and
crazy.
So I always knew I want to teach kids about being outside and animals and
they
things
need
like
it
that.
these days.
They do. They really do. But just between lesson plans and all the politics and all the background work of teaching, it's so much harder than people realize.
Oh, I'm sure. I could never.
It's a lot. So, and being outside, being on location, I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So if somebody wanted to do what you're doing right now, what advice or how to get started, what would you give them?
So my advice is go on YouTube, and if you want to do natural gas measurement or even oil measurement, look up gas chromatography on YouTube, and there are so many videos that explain how a gas chromatograph works.
Okay.
And then there are so many rock classes through Emerson. There are ASGMT, which is American School of Gas. American School of Gas Measurement and Technology in Houston once a year, and then ISHM, which is American School of Hydrocarbon Measurement in Oklahoma City. Those are always available for you once a year, and then just random classes. If you can find a company though that will give you a chance and train you. Yeah. Basically, I just got lucky with the company that I started with, and I spent almost 8 years with them. And I worked really hard to learn not just how to do measurement, but why we do the things that we do. Yeah. They say, go change this plate. I'm well, why? Yeah. Why do I need to change this plate? Is it nicked? Is it bowed? Is it scratched? Is it the wrong size? What's going on? And so a lot of people just kind of go through the motions, and they may love it or they may not, but I really tried to work at learning the inside and outside of that, and why. Sure. Yeah. And my brain works that way with everything, but especially with this. I think if you want to get started in measurement, learn the whys of that. Nice. And find somebody who will train you and really work hard at that.
Yeah. Well, it's got to make you, better at your job. Plus, if you ever had to train somebody, you need to be able to tell them why.
Exactly. And I've trained a lot of people now. Before I left that first company, in fact, the last guy that I trained at that company is fixing to be the next measurement supervisor at that company.
Dang,
so
that's cool.
It makes me really proud to say, hey, I taught that guy when he first started, and I kind of made a difference.
Yeah,
there.
that's awesome. sometimes, I work for my boyfriend. So sometimes when I'm like, well, why or how does this, and he's just like, just do it. And now he knows I need to know so that I can remember it next time.
And the other thing is don't be afraid to ask questions, because if you don't ask questions, you're just going to be in the dark, just going through the motions.
For sure.
And then somebody, say a producer that you're buying this gas from is like, hey, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
And then you're in the dark like, oh,
because I was told to.
I don't know. They just told me to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's good advice. Well, so being a woman on the job site, have you had a whole lot of issues or?
So I've had a lot of good and bad.
Yeah.
Especially in West Texas, a lot of the culture is that women don't belong in the field.
Yeah.
Especially for some of the, I don't want to say specific cultures, but there are some that are like, no, women definitely don't belong out here.
Yeah.
But as you get more of these younger men coming in, there's a lot, it's gotten a lot better.
That's good.
There's a lot more of, hey, you're just as good as I am, and you probably know more than me. Coming awesome. From the younger generation now. But, these old oil-filled hands that have been out here 30, 40, 50 years and never saw a woman on the job site in the first 20 years, it's very hard for them to change. And so, especially coming from myself, I've learned so much about the measurement process and why we do the things and how to troubleshoot all these things. And sometimes whenever I come in and I'm like, hey, you need to change this, I get some pushback on that sometimes. But like I said, the younger generation it's getting a lot better, a lot more open-minded.
Yeah.
So I have I've had some headbutting with some guys, and then sometimes you've got guys that'll stand behind you to the very end.
Hell yeah, that's cool. Do you see many women on the job site?
I see a lot more now.
Good.
So when I started, there was me and one other woman for the entire company.
Dang.
We were the only two that wore FRs.
Yeah. Huh.
And she didn't last a real long time, so I literally was the only one for the entire company for about 5 years.
Wow.
The only woman that wore FRs.
That's
Everybody
wild.
else was either in the office or, in the warehouse or whatever. They, I was the only one in the field. I never had with natural gas, you have witnessing. Companies like to witness your calibrations and things like that. I never had a witness that was a woman in the first probably 10 years. And now I actually work with one of the other ladies that you're doing an episode with, and there's a good handful of us now.
Good.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's becoming a lot more prevalent because now we understand, hey, we are capable of doing this.
Right.
And, we can do just as good as the men can do.
Hell yeah. That's cool. What would you say is your favorite tool that you couldn't live without?
Oh, I carry an 8-inch proto crescent wrench everywhere.
Oh, yeah?
Used to, especially before I got the specialist job when I was just a tech, every single pair of my pants had a hole in the pocket from my 8-inch crescent.
That's funny.
I had witnesses that I saw on a regular basis, and they knew that I had my crescent on me at all times. And there was one time I had a witness, and he's like, hey, let me borrow your crescent. Handed it over, and he stuck it in his pocket, and we both drove off. And here in about 5 minutes, he called me, and he was like, Cyan, I need you to turn around. And I said, you have my crescent, don't you?
Yeah.
I said, yes, I'm sorry.
That's funny.
But the proto has a hole in the handle, and it fits just right over the valve knobs.
Oh, okay.
So it keeps you from knocking your fingers and your knuckles, and keeps you from bleeding out all over the place.
Yeah.
So.
That's the worst. I cut myself the other day on a piece of metal and ran to the rig immediately. Joey was in there and he was like, what'd you do?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take that knife from you. It wasn't even the knife this time.
Didn't do it.
Wrapped it up in electrical tape and went on.
Yep.
Well, so let's talk about skincare, hair care. Do you have anything that keeps you?
I am very low maintenance.
Yeah.
I haven't colored my hair since about 2 weeks before I got married 10 years ago. I don't do my nails.
Yeah.
I carry, CeraVe lotion in my pickup, and that's about it for me. Yeah. I wear very little makeup. Now, I have figured out that there is like powder sunscreen, and that helps a lot because then it's not hot, it's not melting, you know, whatever, but it comes in like a little makeup brush, and
that's cool.
It's easy to carry. Other than that, I am super low maintenance.
Yeah.
My husband enjoys that, except I make up for it in travel when we have time.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
Yeah, very, very few hair care, skin care things for me.
Just roll on with it.
Yep.
Do you have any embarrassing job site stories you want to share?
Oh, Lord. I was just telling the girls in the back there when I went to work on the oil side of measurement, we had a whole field of LAC units that we needed to commission. So there was 36 LAC units, and we had 2 days to commission these LAC units. And I was probably 8 months pregnant.
Oh, wow.
With my second baby.
Yeah.
And the very first LAC unit, I stepped over a pipe and ripped my pants from crotch to knee. The very first one at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, no.
And it was me and probably almost 50 guys there.
Holy shit.
And they're all freaking out like, oh my gosh, she's going to have to go home. Nope. Worked through the whole 2 days.
Yeah.
Like, of course, the second day I had non-ripped pants, but that whole first day worked through the whole day. And everybody was like, are you sure you don't need to go change? Like, I don't got no other pants. Like, you're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
So,
That's funny.
Fun times.
Yeah. I mean, at least you weren't like so embarrassed that you couldn't focus or something.
Oh, no.
I feel like.
Oh, no. And then whenever I was pregnant with my first baby, you know, you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to pee.
For sure.
And I was training, actually, the kid that I was telling you about just a minute ago. And I said, Cody, you go pull that plate, and I'm going to go on the other side of this pump jack for a minute. Yeah. And I was big pregnant then, too. And I walked around the side of the pump jack, did what I needed to do, was walking back, and I looked down, and there is a giant snake under the pump jack. Like, just his head and a little bit of his neck was out from under this. The biggest snake I've ever seen in my life. And my big pregnant butt ran back to the truck, and I don't do snakes.
Yeah, me neither.
And I was going, snake, snake. Well, Cody's like a 20-year-old kid, and he's like, I'll go kill this snake for you. You're fine. It's not that big of a deal. He gets about 100 foot from that snake, and he said, nope. Turn back around and go to the stupid truck. Ugh. So he still tells that story all the time, too. But, you know, you never know what you're going to run into in the field. He was like, well, I'm glad you went to pee before you saw the snake.
Yeah, for sure. Ugh, gosh. Is there anything you feel like you've missed out on by not having a typical job? So,
when my kids were very little, I was on call a lot. There was a time where I spent every single night on location.
Yeah.
And thankfully my husband had a 7-on 7-off job, and so he got to spend a lot of time with my oldest son. But I do feel like I missed out getting to spend that time with my kids when they're really young. It's really hard to go back to work when your kids are 6, 7, 8 weeks old, you know?
For sure, yeah.
But thankfully I've had every company I've been at has been very understanding and flexible about, hey, you have a family, like, you need to go take care of your family stuff.
Nice.
And, you know, I can't make it to every single school event, but I do make the vast majority of them, and I'm really lucky for that. Good. But, you know, that first time you send your kids to the babysitter when they're 8 weeks old is really tough.
I bet, yeah. So your husband's pretty supportive of what you do?
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He actually works in measurement as well.
Oh, cool.
So he works on the oil side. And there are times that he calls me and he's like, hey, Cy, how do I do this and this and this? So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. So.
Are you guys ever on the same like job site areas or?
No. So he works on the oil side and I work in natural gas now.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
There was a time where it might have been possible for us to be on the same location, but not very often. Yeah. Like, he worked for a company that we had a couple of locations for, but it never ended up that way. So.
it seems like a lot of women have trouble finding like pants and PPE and boots and things that work well and fit well and last long. Do you have any brands that you love?
I am an Ariat girl.
Nice.
So I'm also a Twisted X girl.
Yeah.
So I wear the Twisted X bombers everywhere. They have safety toe. They have just the regular leather.
Yeah.
They have different colors. I've worn them for probably 10 out of the last 12 years now, and I'm pretty dead set on those. As far as pants go, I love the stretchy ones.
Oh, yeah.
And we have to wear FRCs.
Right.
So it's not as hard to find them in the Permian Basin. It's becoming a lot easier now.
Yeah.
But maternity was really hard.
I bet.
Like, if you could find maternity FRs, they were $300.
Oh gosh.
So basically, what I did is just either get a bigger size or get a men's size.
Yeah.
And deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, if I could, I would go and figure out how to produce maternity FRs for a cheaper price and for more readily available, because I know I'm not the only one that has worked until the day before they had their baby.
Yeah.
You know? But women's FRs are becoming easier to find.
That's good.
It's just that, like, you go into Cavender's or you go into Boot Barn, and there's like a whole section of men's, and then you have like 2 shelves of women's.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of be a little open-minded as far as FR clothing and PPE, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
So
that's good. Originally, I have a little side hustle t-shirt company, the Stoic Pearl, and originally I was going to produce jeans. Getting that stuff started is so expensive.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
I was like, I'm going to try and sell t-shirts until I can like build my way up, but you know, I don't have time to actually push it. So
like, I don't even know how I would get that started, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, if somebody could come in and create maternity jeans and maternity coveralls and maternity whatever that's FRC.
Yeah. Right. Sure,
that's affordable. Because, I mean, you can find it, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
And your company's probably not going to pay for it.
Right, yeah. Well, if you had to do a different trade, what do you think it would be?
Ooh, if I had to do a different trade, I would probably go back to pumping. So my husband was a contract pumper for a while, and I used to go make rounds with him a lot. And he taught me how to do oil shakeouts and things like that. So
nice.
If I had to do something else and I couldn't stay home with my kids,
right? Yeah,
I would probably go be a pumper.
That's cool. I mean, you seem very passionate about your job, but what would you say is your one favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing. I'm very mechanically inclined. And so I think it's really cool to know how the internals of these meters work.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, you have Orvis meters, you have turbine meters, you have ultrasonic meters, you have mag meters. For me, to be able to figure out how these meters work and, like, say there's an issue where you're not measuring correctly, being able to troubleshoot that is really a cool thing for me.
Nice.
So, and it's really good in my job now because I moved up from tech to specialist, and so now in my specialist job, I'm not doing the monthly meter maintenance. I'm doing more of the troubleshooting and the balance issues.
Yeah.
And our techs don't know what's going on. We don't know what's wrong with it. Can you fix it?
That's cool.
And I really enjoy that part of it.
It's good that you love it, because most people, when it comes to having trouble or things are broken and nobody knows why, it's just a huge frustration.
Yes. Yeah. And to be honest, in my company, there's me and a guy down south. So I cover the northern half of the state and in New Mexico, and he covers down south.
Dang.
So we have a lot of area to cover, and we stay really busy, but it's nice because I don't have to go do the routine maintenance. Right. I get more of a little bit of variety, I guess is the word that I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you have any like big upcoming goals or plans within your trade?
Ooh, I am so happy where I'm at right now.
That's good.
Like, I was telling them back there, like, Right now, I'm in a position where I'm at a supervisor level.
Oh, cool.
But I don't have any direct reports. And it's so, like, stress-free.
Nice.
And I have the authority to say, hey, this needs to be done.
Yeah.
But I also don't have the drama of
having to deal with everything.
Yeah. And I really like that.
That's cool.
You know, I'm working on learning some of the different meters. Like I said, I'm a total flow girl, and I know you don't know what that means, but as far as electronic meters, that brand is what I know the most. Yeah. And so coming over to this company, I came over in what are we in 25? I came over in 24.
Oh yeah.
And they use a different meter than I've ever used, and so it's been a learning curve for me. Right. But now, like, trying to master that brand
makes sense,
and learn a whole new troubleshooting scheme and all that. So it's been really fun.
Just more for you to soak in.
Yep.
Nice. Well, so we'll link all your social media stuff in the description. And do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I just think that if you want to, you can.
It
doesn't matter if you're man, woman, black, white, blue, green, purple, you know. If you put your mind to it and you work really hard at it, then you can.
Nice. Love that. Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for putting this on.
Hell yeah. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. All the links and products we mentioned today will be listed in the description. If you're a woman in a blue-collar industry and you're interested in being the focus of the next episode, or you're a small business that would like to sponsor an episode, reach out to us in the link below.